It's high time for Donald Trump, the president of America, United States of America, to stand up and do the needful against this injustice in this country called Nigeria. The killing of the Christians, where Christians dominate now, is becoming an eyesore, is becoming too much to bear. Don't forget that the only grace the Biafran have was Nnamdi Kanu that stood. Because they are the major target, they had known that Biafra is the only obstacle for them to achieve what they want to achieve in Nigeria. And that's why every other African country also need to stand up and put pressure on the world power to intervene in the case of Nigeria. Whatever that happened in Nigeria today, as the giant of Africa in numbers, not in economy, it will definitely rub on other African countries. As we speak now, that is why you can see today Ghana now is overloaded, most especially in Nigeria. Many African countries now that are closer to Nigeria are tripping in right now. Some are going for their safety. Some are going because they cannot survive in the hot weather in this country called Nigeria. And that's why everybody, all fingers, has to be at the desk and fight for the problem of this country. The problem of this country, I have said it time without number, is simple. If you allow me to be president of Nigeria today, I can solve the problem. The truth of the matter is that solving the problem might not go well with everybody. But who cares? Provided many people benefit with the solution. What is the solution? As I've ever prescribed the solutions, there are two things: restructuring, or you divide the country. And it's getting look as if restructuring is too late because the northern people does not want restructure. And so the next thing is then to take it into their hands and let everybody go on their own way. If today is your first time of watching my video, please subscribe to this channel, on your notification, share this video. Yes, since these northern people, their aim is to turn the country to Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, the rest of this violent country, Islamic country in the world. We have Muslims in the southwest here who are peaceful. We live together as one. The Muslim celebration is coming. Come down to the west. You see many Christians will join them, go and eat with them. We dine together here in the west. Why is the northern home become different? What is their agenda? What did they want to achieve? I posted a video on this channel some times ago where the northerners too, they are lamenting, some Christian northerners, that the northerners there, most of the Muslim northerners, have seen them as in pagan, I've seen them as inferior, that they are not northerners because they are Muslim, because they are Christians. They want to force their religions on everybody. As I keep saying it, that religion has become another big problem that these people have used to brainwash us. Are they not the people that brainwash these people who are taking laws into their hands that if you kill somebody for Prophet Muhammad, you are going to paradise? If somebody, paraventure, make injury of Prophet Muhammad and you kill that person, there is paradise, there is a virgin for you. It is somebody that is preaching this gospel to them. It is somebody that is telling them that they must turn the country to Islamic country. That is the only way they can have access to paradise, irrespective of what they pass through, irrespective if they die in the process. It is religion that is telling some of them to carry bomb, to go and commit suicide bombing. We saw the one that just happened, bomb explosion in Borno, that quite many people, cars were burned. The one that happened in Abuja that make Donald Trump now to be getting worried about the situation of Nigeria, knowing fully that the embassy, American embassy in Abuja, is the major target. That's why Donald Trump is speaking about it. And we are saying this Western world should do beyond this. It is quite unfortunate that Africa, we are our problem. We need to stand up and solve for the problem of ourselves. That these people are only going out to African countries that they can use to sustain themselves. We are far better than these people. It's just that this our leader allowed them to be used, brainwash them, and make us to submit to them through our leader. We now become a slave to them. The Onyibos are not far better than us, the way they think. They are not. Thank God for a man called Nnamdi Kanu, who has stayed there. He is the Moses of our time. He went there for a purpose. He has studied these people. He knows the method these people are using for Africa. Why we are now a slave to them. Many people sell their houses today to relocate to this Europe, to be unknown to them that they are slaves just because to survive, they are looking for greener pasture. These people intentionally fuel crisis in Africa to benefit them. And this is what the young generation need to wake up and know the tactics these people are using for us. They have used religion to brainwash us, Africa here, most especially in Nigeria. Feel that the only thing we are good at is in religion. And that's why it bothers me. If you are a man of God, I'm not trying to water anybody down. You leave Nigeria here, you are going to do crusade in other country. Good, fine, it's a good thing. The gospel of Jesus must be spread. But how safe is your own country that you are going to liberate other people? Why can't you save your people first before saving others? It's just like you have money, your family people have not enjoyed you, but people who keep praising you are outsiders. Something is wrong. All we see here today in Nigeria is competition of building cathedral. The who have the highest branches. And that's why some people will boast 5-minute trekking, you can see a church to attend. Is church our problem? Or we need factories? We need peace in this country called Nigeria. And that's why I said the religious too has to be checkmate and also to be looked into. You say the next thing to do, opening branches, do this thing. How many factories have you created for your church member in order for some of them that go to your school? Most of these big churches today that have universities, after the university, what next? Do you think where to employ these people who graduated from your school? And that's why you can now see today we have Caleb, we have Matthew, we have Joshua, we have the rest of them. We have Muhammad, we have Jamiu, who all they are doing in the street is doing fraudulent activities. Is it their fault? Because there is nothing to do, no company to work. The family cannot pay their bill. They are the one irresponsible of paying their family bill. And yet every Sundays, churches are full. Every Friday, mosques are full. But the problem of insecurity, the problem of poverty is getting increased on every day. It is high time if this Donald Trump, the likes of Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, Putin, they also have their own problem and challenges. That's why Africa need to stand up. And let's not depend on these people because they also have their own challenges to face. Look at Israel now. Benjamin Netanyahu have his own to face with Hamas. Look at what Hamas is doing. Putin now and Russia, they are doing their own. Can't you see how the world is turning around? That's why having Nnamdi Kanu at this dangerous time was one of the best things that the Igbos have. Please share this video. Subscribe to this channel. Instead of them to think about what he will put an end to this insecurity, it's all about 2027 elections that they are galvanizing now. Unknown to them that many of them that are galvanizing for 2027 election, they might not see 2027. People who died today, who died yesterday, if you tell them they will die last week, they will not believe. Nobody can boast of his life. It is God that holds life. It is God that determines who we see the next day. Not to even talk about 2027 election. 2 years of these people are just waste of time. Our debt ratio have increased. People cannot eat. SMBC is gone. Investors are not coming in. Companies are closed. The few that we have are closing down. And here we are. We are still talking about 2027 general elections. Please share this video. Alex Oti, the governor, executive governor of Abia State, we are proud of you. Biafrans all over the world, even we that are not a Biafra, who knows the struggle of Biafra, we salute your courage. We thank you yesterday as the only governor in the Southeast who recognized the fallen heroes, who remember in 1966 to 1967 about the Igbos that was spy with the collaboration with the British and what they used Yakubu Gowon to achieve in Biafra land. Against all odds, Fulani agenda yesterday that the Biafrans, the 55 years of Biafra fallen hero remembrance will not behold. They talk to people like Hope Uzodinma, Charles Soludo, the Peter Mba, the other governor from Ebonyi State were being threatened that they must not allow their people to celebrate the fallen heroes. Instead, they should change fallen heroes to Igbo days. But we thank this governor yesterday that you were able to stand and allow the people of Abia State to celebrate the fallen heroes. And we are saying that there is nothing wrong for Igbos to stand up to celebrate their fallen heroes. People died during Biafra war. They could not get food to eat. Nothing. And most of them, in the course of that, they lost their life. Yesterday, we saw what happened in Abia State was totally shut down to show the Fulani agenda that it is not all the governors of the Southeast they can manipulate. This is what I am saying. When you are being voted in by the people, by your people, you will be strong, you will be courageous to take any decision you want to take. Unlike what we are saying, counterpart of Imo State, Charles Soludo, the rest of them. Is it not a shame to the Southeast region that somebody, a Fulani man, will come and tell the Igbos to change the Biafra Day, Fallen Hero Day celebration to Igbo days, and no governor in the Southeast that can look eyeball to eyeball and tell him that you cannot change our culture? Never. This is what escalates the violence in the Southeast today, because the governors under Buhari that kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and brought him to Nigeria, the help of Malami, also the Fulani, the help of DSS then, they brought Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. They refused to do the needful. Even Nnamdi Kanu battle with Buhari that used all the whole everything. He holds the judiciary, he holds everything. But Nnamdi Kanu still defeat Buhari and his gang. A court in Abia and Enugu deliver a judgment that Nnamdi Kanu should be returned to Kenya and be compensated. But Buhari and his men, which is Malami, use their power to boycott the court judgment and keep Nnamdi Kanu behind the bar of the DSS up to this very moment. Today, Nnamdi Kanu will be rejoicing, will be happy, because his suffering is not in vain. People have gone down the drain. How long this Igbo Efulefu leader will stand up and do the needful and allow these Fulani people to come out and start misusing their brain? 16 of them were expired in Edo State. They want to burn the country down. Say they are hunters. Hunters move from the north with their gun without warrant and bring it to the south to come and hunt. The same hunter will use that gun to be kidnapping people. As I speak to you now, in the same Uromi where this thing happened, go and make a call. Uromi people now can hardly come out from their houses. This is what they wanted to turn the Southeast to. If not for Nnamdi Kanu that stood on his ground, Southeast will be another worse place than Benue, than Plateau, than Taraba, than what is currently happening in Edo State now. The people who Romina are under siege and lock. They cannot come out from their home because of the Fulani headmen. Oh, they come out, they kidnap them. Oh, they come out now. They are running away from their houses. House they build, they can no longer stay. In Uromi, in Edo State here. But 16 of them were by. They wanted to shut down the country. Over there in the north, they have not put their house in order. Boko Haram now are now giving dogs to their children, to their dogs to eat. This set of people, New Ribado, Erofai, Sultan of Sokoto, the rest of them can never talk anything about that. It is only when it comes to Southeast. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. Mazi Nnamdi Samuekpa is the problem. The question I keep asking, let's agree with them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Samuekpa, they are the problem of Southeast. Are they out of the Southeast zone? The answer is no. Why can't them allow the Southeast governor to sit down and do the needful to these people? Over there now, in the north now, Boko Haram now are taking over their territory, not only in the north. They are coming down to Abuja. Yes. That is why you can see Donald Trump now has sent a message to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He better hasten up and stop this terrorism before he unleash his anger on these people. This set of people is in the Southeast. Have you ever seen IPOP member who leave their territory and go to South that he being carved away from them because to weaken them? Have you ever seen they say IPOP went there to do the native? The only sin Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed was is an Igbo man. Today, the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fought for what Sunday Igboho stood during also the same time of Buhari. When Buhari went after his life to sacrifice him, to use him as a sacrificial lamb, he ran for his dear life. Today, the Southwest leader, they stood up, they look for freedom for this guy. He's moving freely. Under this Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Sunday Igboho have went to United Kingdom and submit a letter that Oduduwa nation is what they want. Yet he's coming to Nigeria. Nobody's holding him. Nobody's questioning him. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the sin is committed, is an Igbo man. Igbo man don't have any right to say anything in this country. Everything that Shehu Gumi have done to Nigeria, threaten the federal government must give amnesty to this Boko Haram. Federal government must give amnesty to Fulani headmen. I wish Shehu Gumi is an Igbo man. Shehu Gumi will have been back of the counter since Buhari regime, because they feel that they are the owner of Nigeria. I keep saying it. If this country know what is good, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should have been protected by all costs. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was just like a Joseph of our time. He took Pharaoh. When Joseph interpreted the dream to Pharaoh, that the dream you dreamed, this 14 years, 7 years for hunger, 7 years for pleasure. Out of these 7 years that is for pleasure, let's make a say. And at the end of it all, King Pharaoh obeyed the interpretation of Joseph's dream. What happened? When they were farming in the land in Canaan, in different places, they were running down to Egypt to come and buy. How I wish Nigeria government listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was preaching this gospel over 10 years ago about this Islamization agenda. How these people have come, they want to conquer Nigeria and take over Nigeria. I think that this country called Nigeria will not be in the mess where we find ourselves today. But because it is Igbo man that we're saying it, nobody want to pay attention to it. People mock at him. Even the same Igbo people. So keep quiet. We have invested so much in Igbo land. We cannot go out of Nigeria. We have invested so much in Nigeria. We cannot leave Nigeria. Nigeria is part of us. Today, most of them, they are in their grave as a result of this thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been shouting. If you are in Lagos as an Igbo man, travel from Lagos to Southeast now without flight, you are endangering your life. I was with one Fulani man last week. He came from Kanu to Lagos. He was telling me that he dare not travel by road from Lagos to Abuja or to Kanu. He has to go with flights. It's to tell you how worse the situation is in Nigeria. But I wish they listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was preaching this message. We would have not been where we are. In the region where I came from, in the Middle Belt, my people are being killed on a daily basis in Plateau, in Taraba, in Benue. But the government is not making anything about it. The man from my middle belt who put us where we are today, Yakubu Gowon, has run away from Nigeria to stay in UK. This is the man the British use to stop the progress of this country called Nigeria. It would have been better allow Biafra to go in 1967. Everybody go on their own way. I will have tell you that this Africa will have been the best continent in the world because we are endowed with different mineral resources. Everything that it takes to be a great continent, we have it. Because Gowon allowed the Britain to use his brain to fight the Biafra, to fight that battle. That's what kept us where we are today. Please, if you watch up to this very moment, share this video. Share it massively. I'll keep saying it time without number. Gowon need to apologize to Biafra. Yesterday, Biafra Day, Gowon supposed to use that opportunity and apologize to millions of people that died in Biafra land. But he never did it. That's why I'm happy with IBB. Today, if God says it is time for IBB to go and rest, the IBB have done the needful. He has made the world to know that it was not the Igbo that planted the coup. As people they have cooked it over the year, Igbos are the one that planted that coup. As such, we must not allow them to near the corridors of power anymore. As the truth, it took how many years for IBB to come and tell the world that it is not the Igbos that did it. How long will it take Yakubu Gowon to beg the Biafrans? Today, the middle belt where he's from now is nothing to write home about. And that's why it gladdened my heart. When Peter Obi looked at him eyeball to eyeball, he was in that occasion that day. I think the burial of Edwin Clark. He said, your labor, Jonathan labor over Nigeria is not in vain. Because this is not the country you people fought for. He was sharing tears. He was crying. But I felt that the cry Gowon was crying in that occasion was not enough. Gowon need to go and apologize to the Biafra.